What's up, everybody? This is Gamer CJE. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. Today we're back here in Stockton, and my main goal for the day is to build up my population. I'm planning on going across the river here today and maybe using a little bit of high density zoning. So high density residential and commercial, maybe even some offices. I'm not going to mess with the pedestrian areas yet. Gonna wait till my population's a little bit higher for that. But for now, we're just gonna go across the river here, kind of build a little bit next to the water. So I think my best option to go across the river is going to be this, I think it's a 4-lane road. Yeah, 4-lane road. I'm just going to continue that right across the river. It already has a good intersection with the main road. So let's find which road we want to use to go across. And this one will be just fine. There we go. We are across the river. And now I want to kind of decide on a little bit of a layout, just kind of figuring out how this should look. I do want to kind of have something where there can be like a line of high rises right along the water's edge. I think that would look really cool. So I'm not quite sure the best way to do that. Maybe what I'll do for now is just kind of continue with a little like straight line with my big road and go down to a 2-lane 2-way and maybe try to kind of follow along the water here. I guess I'll have to I'm thinking maybe I didn't quite go far enough with that one. It's kind of complicated to get the length and everything right to keep stuff kind of the right distance from the water, because I want to be able to not have this kind of stuff happen. See, like over here, I have these full 4x4 squares where I can fit a full high rise, but then right here, it might not be the distance from the water, it might be the height of the terrain here. So am I going too high or too low? It looks like maybe not high or low, maybe just steep. So what I'm gonna do is go back and delete all the way and take my tools here, have a fairly small, well, bigger than that, brush size with like half strength and go with a softened terrain. And maybe that'll make it more beach-like instead of cliff-like. Alright. One thing I don't want to have happen is make this too low so like the water floods really easily with just like a small change in current. We don't want that. Alright. Let's try this again here. Better. Alright, we might be able to go just straight there for a while. Ooh, not quite. That's a bummer. Actually, I wonder if we go straight there, like all the way to right there. It did make it so we have the full 4. So I think once we have houses built there, it'll raise the terrain. Maybe not. Like, that house is super close to being flooded. Look at that. Talk about nerve-wracking, living in that house. Woo! Okay. But this is a really good start, really good layout. So let's go off, like, say here, and have a little offshoot that goes all the way to like there. And here, of course, we need to remember to put in our water. And I'm just gonna like loosely follow the road here because it's too much of a pain to actually follow the road when you're having a curved road. Alright, and first let's throw in some of the necessaries. So here we've got a hospital, a cemetery. Probably shouldn't have the cemetery right next to the hospital. That kind of sets a bad precedent. Put in fire station, police station, middle school and high school. And we won't put any university over here. Oh wow, we got a bunch of stuff upgrading, so I just put those in. And what am I, oh, the cemetery, that's right. We'll put the cemetery kind of up here. There we go. And now I'm going to do a little bit of the high density residential zoning. And hopefully these will be really cool, big high-rises eventually. Skyscrapers. I actually am not sure if these, even at like level 5 or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if they ever get like skyscraper-y looking, or if that's just the like the financial thing. Like I think there's office specialization, this IT cluster, I think. So this is new. This is a new what do you call it? A new DLC that I bought a while back for the financial office buildings. So it's a new spec. I have never actually played with that at all, so don't quite know what that's going to be like. But over here, closer to the road, I'm going to have all this be commercial. And do we have anybody in here? We don't. And I wanted to move that because I want to add a road coming off right here. Ooh. That's not quite doing what I want to do, so maybe I'll go like straight to somewhere in here. And then make a curve like that, and a curve like that, and we'll put in a little more. Ooh, look at this. We've reached big city. 19,000. We unlocked liberal arts college, and one very important thing, crematorium. That's going to make life a lot easier once the population gets bigger. And the other thing we unlocked that's important is advanced inland water treatment plant. That's going to be, oh wait, I think that's actually not the big deal one. Let's see. So what I am waiting for is the Eco Advanced Inland Water Treatment Plant. This one is the next big step for wastewater treatment. But we have to wait, what was that? Until 38,000. So we're halfway there on that one. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, let's put in some more big commercial buildings over here. Like so. And I'm sure there's a stoplight here. Let's get rid of that. Ooh. This is another thing that can quickly become a problem when you have two intersections right short like this. It's not seeming to be a big problem right now, so I'm just gonna not mess with it, but yeah, I'll just leave it for now. And there we go, another cool little intersection. I try eventually in these builds to get away from doing just like the boring, plain old straight roads in a grid pattern like this. I try eventually to get away from doing that and kind of make some fun, different neighborhoods. It doesn't always look right to do that, but we're gonna try and do that over here. And another thing I like to do is when I'm making residential areas with high density, I try to mix in some low density in there with the high density, because if you don't do that, I don't think it looks as good. Because you don't really see big areas of high density residential like this. Usually there's going to be some low density mixed in with it. Alright, so we're kind of running out of demand for residential. So I think that maybe we're just running out of demand for residential temporarily, but we'll just kind of leave it alone for now. Now, one problem we're starting to have is you can see we have trash over here, trash services all the way over here. So eventually, once the city starts getting bigger, I kind of like to have a secondary location where I can get rid of trash. For now, I think like up here is going to be my new trash getting rid of area. So let's go back to this 4-lane road, continue like to here, I guess, and we're gonna curve all the way across the river. and meet up over there so that we can move trash from over here to our new place as well. So to avoid the problem that I caused myself earlier, I'm going to try and use this same intersection right here. We're going to come all the way back into these rocks, and good. So it is using the same intersection. Cool. Alright, now we're going to throw in some recycling plants. And I'm going to try to avoid getting rid of these rocks because we don't want to do that. And connect up our water. Boom. And there we go. We now have a secondary location for trash disposal. Right now it's recycling. The other options that you have is just landfill and incineration plant. The incineration plant does produce electricity, but it produces so much pollution. So much pollution. It would turn like this entire area just like a solid, like brown, awful color. The recycling center does have some pollution, but as you can see, it's not as bad. There isn't like a big haze of nastiness over this. Eventually there will be a little bit of ground pollution, but it's not even comparable to have it if you had a big mess of incineration plants all over the place. Alright. I think something else we can do right now is... Actually, I don't know for sure if I've unlocked it. Public transportation. Taxis. What I'm looking for here is mail. Post service. So I have unlocked it. Okay, so I need to have a post sorting facility. That I'm going to put out here. And then we'll have little post offices here and there. Fortunately, they're pretty small, so they can pretty much go anywhere. And I'm just going to sort of spread them around. They are an important service. It is going to increase the happiness of the population. More people will upgrade, as you can see. Bunches and bunches of people upgrading. Happy, happy, happy. Alright, let's see. This is... Looks like we are running out of electricity. So let's take care of that problem. We now have the ability to put in a solar updraft tower, and we've got a bunch of wasted space right here. So what I'm going to do is put in a solar updraft tower in our wasted space, and now it's not wasted anymore. Alright, so we're doing great on electricity. We're doing not super great on sewer treatment. So... Everywhere I try to do this, there's wasted space. Huh. What is this? Oil power plant. I don't need a power plant. I need to figure out my waste. So these are 8 spaces, and I only need 7. Instead of 7, I could have 14, and they could be back to back. Or I could have 11 by 14. I think the best bet is 14. So But where should I do that though? Because I've kind of messed myself up here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But the problem with that is my power plants right there. But actually, I think you can move power plants. You can. Awesome. So let's move our power plants up here. Perfecto. All right. So I'm going to delete this road right here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so I think it's gonna, let's get rid of that. Let's put in something that doesn't have trees so we don't have to look at dead brown trees. All right. What I'm hoping is these will go back to back without any wasted space. And they do. That is excellent. Perfect. All right. Very cool. All right, so we have now no problems for a long time with sewage treatment. And we now have large water towers, so we can kind of take care of some big water needs in a small area. But it does have a lot more sound pollution. So let's have it away from people. One, 2, 740, and these are 160, and I only need 100,000. $800. I think that's about as close as I'm gonna get to having the outputs be the same, or capacities rather, I guess. All right, and waste treatment is good. Everybody's blue. Blue is good. It means they're getting the services that they need when you click on something. Let's see, our health is probably, it's time to put in some crematoriums. But regular health care. Average health, 78%. So that's not great. I would want health to be higher than that. Let's try child and adult health care centers and see if that helps at all. I don't know if that helps with the average health or if it only helps with adult and childhood health, but we'll try it out and see. It is going up, so it was at 70. It is significantly going up. Okay, so child care, so we need to have one like over here-ish. So our coverage is pretty good on that. Now let's go to elder care, and we have none over here anywhere. Let's put in a nursing home by the college. Why not? Okay. Let's put in over here. And put one like right here. Alright. So let's check out our stats. Power, plenty good. Water, plenty good. Garbage, plenty good. Elementary school. We have plenty of availability, and graduated citizens is 82%, so that means 82% of the population has graduated elementary school. High school, plenty of availability, and graduated citizens is 64%. University is borderline, but we have almost 50% graduated, so our education is looking plenty good. Residential happiness is the highest. Oh, it's not. Industrial happiness is the highest. Wow. Commercial happiness, not looking too good. I don't know why that is. Now, health. Average health is 83%. Death care is plenty good. Elder care, or child care. Average child health. Oh, wow. Wait, what? So how is the average health 94% if there are 0 sick children and teens? Out of 5,300. That makes no sense. There's no 6 seniors either. I have 0 sick citizens, so why isn't it 100% average health? I don't understand that, but I'll just skip it. And it looks like mostly level 5 residential. So we're pretty good with leveling things up. Traffic is at 83%. Looks like we're having some issues on the bridge here. And it's because of what I talked about earlier, with there being two gosh, I can't even think of the word now. 2 intersections this close. So one thing that maybe I can do about that is, let's see if I can, I believe that was the 4-lane like this. Can we go? We can. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So I was able to meet up with this intersection with the new part of the bridge, and that way we just completely avoid having 2 intersections. So there's still going to be a lot of traffic going through this intersection, but at least we won't be having the stop start thing. Now, we are having some issues with a lot of pedestrians right here. So let's put in a little pedestrian bridge. It doesn't need to be anything super big. Let's see if we can make this a little smaller. No, that doesn't look super realistic, but I'm just gonna roll with it. All right, let's clear all those. Okay. So, okay. Now we can select this intersection and make no pedestrian crossing. And that way everybody will use this and traffic can get scooting along. Look at that traffic going all quick there. And I don't really have the space to do that here, but you can't have a pedestrian bridge at every intersection. Sometimes traffic is just going to have to deal with some discomfort. But actually something else we could do is pick one of these that we don't really care that much about and delete. Let's put in a little pedestrian bridge that actually goes across the water. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Got a nice little wood bridge. Nice little wood pedestrian bridge going across the river. Hopefully that will decrease the number of people that have to use this bridge over here. And it might even decrease the number of people that are going to be driving. Because they can just walk across my little bridge. And look at the numbers. I love it. Okay. So, what was the last thing we looked at? We looked at traffic. And we were having issues there. We cleared that up. Okay, let's look at pollution. Like I said, I do have some ground pollution from, you know, trash disposal. Sound pollution. Busy areas. Not a lot I can do about that. Fire safety is not great when there aren't a lot of connections, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Crime, jail capacity is 120, detained criminals 77. So we're doing pretty good. We have a low crime rate, that's good. One thing that we haven't done and aren't gonna try to do in this video is public transportation. That's always a big task for me. I don't have the imagination for it. I just have a hard time imagining good ways to put in public transportation, but we'll get to it eventually. Population, currently 21,519. There's all the employment numbers and all that good stuff. Outside connections. Exporting all of our raw goods. Total exports 4,518. So we export more than we import, which is good. Land values are pretty high, especially by the water. We've got real good property values. Natural resources. Eventually I am going to build raw resource industries for oil and ore. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And we have some parks. And actually I think we only have one park, because these aren't actually parks. This is a forestry area. I don't know why that shows up with parks and plot. Oh, it doesn't. I don't know why that shows up with park areas. That's kind of weird. Terrain height, heating, road maintenance. Ooh, that's something that I could put in there. What would that be under? I do need to put in a disaster response unit. That is for sure. I'll put that right out here. That's pretty important. What I'm looking for is a road maintenance thing. Is it under roads? Oh, it is. Road condition. Road maintenance depot. So it is worthwhile for you to put in these road maintenance depots, because it improves the conditions of your road. And people drive faster, which means stuff moves faster, people move faster. It's just not something you want to go without once you unlock it. And it does take a while for, I think they actually have to go out and maintain the roads. So it's not instant. They have to actually go out there and cover it. So let's go back to road condition. Yeah, like this, they have to go out and fix the roads. Eventually, they go out and fix them, and then it's boosted to, you know, even better condition, which makes it so people can drive faster, which is Super great. Let's see. Tourism. Attractiveness, ooh, 27%, but it's okay though, because I haven't really tried. I haven't really tried to have it be popular, so I'm not mad about it. Post offices. Pretty good. I kind of doubt that the forest needs a high efficiency for post offices. Fishing industry. I actually have a pretty big opportunity for fishing industry over here. I didn't realize that. It's kind of neat. Service points, that's for the pedestrian areas that we don't have. And financial stock exchange. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's going to be real fun in a future video. I didn't even know that was a thing. I need to do a little bit more research about financial industry, or not financial industry. What's it called? Financial. It just says financial. But I didn't know a bank was even a thing in this game. Alright, well, let's kind of build a little bit more over here. Let's get a little better. Alright. Now let's make sure we have water coverage. Alright, let's meet these roads up over here. Let's just... That way we can find a good way to put in some, what was I even trying to say? Let's put in a fire station, because we had poor fire coverage over here. Put it right there. Alright, so we have above mediocre fire protection now. Alright, and you know what? Let's put in a little bit of high density commercial right here in this little loop. And maybe let's continue with this being commercial. And then interior, well actually let's start with the exterior and have this be high density kind of on both sides of this. Just like that. And then have our brush thing, and then in here all this is just going to be low density residential, just like that. Perfect. Very cool. Alright, well, I'm not going to wait for that to fill in for the video to end, so that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you really enjoyed it, join me next time.